Episode 4 of She-Hulk. I was really, this show has so much potential to be one of the greats. I mean, obviously not as good as Loki, but like on par with WandaVision. But it just keeps fumbling it. Like, I do love the concept, and they're so close to like the ideal show. Where this one actually feels like a show. Most Marvel shows just feel like a long ass movie, so then it gets really boring. This one does feel like an actual show where each episode is like a new superhero, super like this is a show that could go on. Something like What If? It really could just keep going on as long as the MCU is a thing, and just each episode is a new related thing, and it's an easy way to give exposition to other stuff from Marvel. Like like if somebody was like, "Ugh, how do the portals work?" You could do like an episode about that, and then have it be a comedy, so it's still fun to watch. You're getting exposition without knowing it. Jen Walters is a character that can be fun, but they're just not going all the way with it. This episode was really weird because I was enjoying it all the way through, and then it ended. Like, I guess the resolve for the court case was, oh, he opened this portal and it's obvious he's gonna lose. But, like, that's such an unsatisfying ending. It's just like, oh, it happened. What? Ugh. And they're always setting up the next episode at the very end, but like in such a bad way to set it up. I feel like they should just wait for that in the next episode. It doesn't feel like we're moving anywhere with the plot, which is fine. But then they'll set up like a little seed for something, like the Wrecking Crew last episode, and just have nothing. They'll set up this dating stuff, and the way the dating stuff ended was just like I get what they're trying to say, and it's one of those show don't tell kind of things, but sometimes you do have to say some stuff. It's hard to describe. It's just the show is like, it's like if you're driving, it's so anticlimactic. It's like if you're driving a car to jump off the cliff, and then you stop, but like the car is still in motion, so then it just kind of off the cliff instead of jumps it, Like, oh, that was still, it's still cool to see the explosion at the bottom of the canyon, but like I really wanted to see the jump the cliff. That's a bad analogy, but like you get what I'm saying. Also, just like the moralizing, that's not the right word, dehumanizing of men. Not to sound like some woke, there's a lot of discourse about She-Hulk that I'll talk about when I make a whole video about it. But one thing I don't like is when you need to be empowering women, not dehumanizing men, okay? Because when you dehumanize men, it partially looks like you don't know how to empower women. You just know how to make the men look bad so that the women look okay. Don't do that. Make the women look strong. Make the women look empowered. Don't make the men look stupid. It's just bad writing. I'm not saying this because I'm a man and I'm offended. No, I'm saying it's because it's bad writing. It shows that you don't know how to make a woman look good. You only know how to make men look bad. So then it's like, that's dehumanizing the women. Because you don't know how to write for them. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, this episode, I keep wanting to say I like this show. And then I watch an episode, I'm like, wow, I kind of didn't like that. I want to like the show, I do. It's got potential, damn it.